So, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, verse 6. He who outwardly restraining the organs of sense and action sits mentally dwelling on the objects of senses. That man of deluded intellect is called a hypocrite. So, so you are right itself in the beginning. It tells us that there are people in this world who will sit in meditation or who will sit quietly, but there are too many things going on in their mind. That means a person whose mind is constantly at play. Now, this person is actually not silent. When a person meditates, the meditation has to be of both the kinds. You know, he should be silent from his mouth also. That means no talking. And the second one is no talking in the mind. Mind talks too much, isn't it? So that should not be done. So if a person is indulging in any activity besides physically not doing anything, so such a person is called a hypocrite. Why? Because he says certain things and he does certain things. There's a very beautiful story of Gautam Buddha in this. So Gautam Buddha is going with his disciple somewhere outside. They're walking, and suddenly there's a person who comes in front of Buddha. Now he has got certain axe to grind with Buddha. So what does he do? He starts deriding him, yelling at him, calling him names, lots of things. Buddha looks at him peacefully, and finally the person has mellowed down a little bit. So he says, "Finished?" Says, "Yes." And he starts walking away. So his disciple who is there gets very angry, and he says, "That man said so many bad things to you. Why is it that you are silent? Why is it not important to bash him or do something with that person?" So Buddha says to him, "I did not hear. You heard?" Hearing, speaking, these are activities of the body and the senses, isn't it? These are activities. Everything that you do with your ear also is converting itself into karma. You may think it doesn't. You hear certain things. When you hear certain things, what happens to your mind? Your mind starts talking. It talks and talks. You see some certain things. What do you see? You see some objects outside in your world. Then what happens? Your mind starts talking. Even with your sense of smell. We do this kind of things, isn't it? Why is it not that your mind is working? There's a fruit called durian. I'm sure you have heard of this fruit called durian. It looks like a jackfruit. We have jackfruit in India. Panas. So it looks like that. But if we were to carry it with us in a train or a bus, just the fruit, it stinks like nobody's business. So what would happen if people get that smell? It is the sweetest smell, sweeter 10 times or 100 times more than jackfruit. You know jackfruit smell, no? So imagine multiply 100 times of that. What would happen? So something like that. So it is like obnoxious. And it is required in most of the South Asian countries. You cannot carry this fruit in a train or a bus or any closed vehicle. You're not allowed. Smells, they create a lot of churning in our mind as well. Now, these are certain things. Then let us say if we go to IKEA or one of those places And we want to touch everything and see, oh, this is so nice. This is very smooth. This is very hard. There are lots of beds over there. We want to sleep on it and see. It is the sense of touch. And already our mind says this is good, this is bad. The reaction of the mind is so quick. It's like this, you can't even imagine your mind has started reacting so fast. So you can understand all our five senses. They are giving inputs to the mind. And the mind starts reacting to it instantly. There is no gap. So what happens to a person whose mind is constantly at play? You understand? An hyperactive mind, such a kind of a person, even in sleep, he is still doing something or the other. In his dream also, he is doing something. So you will find that people are talking in their sleep, isn't it? You have heard people speak in their sleep also. They walk, they do a lot of activities. The mind is not allowing them rest. In our world, we say, afternoon time, we feel after a heavy meal, suppose you take a heavy meal, you want to sleep. In spiritual, we say you can take a power nap. Power nap means it should rejuvenate you. But normally a nap, what happens? It doesn't rejuvenate you. You feel, another 10 minutes, another 15 minutes, another 20 minutes. That's what happens. So these things happen. So mind is so hyperactive. And because this mind is hyperactive, there are certain people in this world who will show completely a blank face. But a person who has blank face, please understand, his mind is overreacting and he is bottling everything up. And this is a phenomena which is very, very predominant in our world. जो सबसे साइलेंट होता है वो ज़्यादा बात करता है. Because his mind talks too much. At least the person who is garrulous, बड़ वो mind में जो रखता है वो सब यहाँ से निकाल देता है. It's like a overflow of, they say verbal diarrhea. But what about the mental diarrhea that is happening? That doesn't have any outlet, no? So such a person who doesn't show reaction but yet has mental diarrhea, these people are actually hypocrites. Our children, if they start yelling, running around, in the theaters and all you have seen, where it is supposed to be silent, they will run up and down and up and down. As kids, they don't care. And they want to constantly do some activity or the other. Even in the flight, you try to put belt, no. And they want to stand on the seat and everything is going on. And suddenly you will find the child is yelling away to glory very loudly. Have you ever seen children of foreigners? They're silent. So silent that they have never been taught to react with their mouth or their bodies. They are bottled up completely. When they are bottled up, they have too many issues going on in their minds. This is a phenomenon we have seen in Southeast Asia, where this particular, kind of people who will not allow their child to even do also. Even they're crying, even if the child has to cry, the cry is like that, It is so low key. Krishna says, those who do this kind of a thing are called hypocrites. Finally, they will end up with a lot of mental issues later on because mind is overacting, no? So mental issues are going to be too much. So in this world, there are lots of these people suffering mental breakdowns and many issues later on in the future because they have not expressed. Expression is a must. But the most important thing in spirituality is, why is your mind acting? So here Krishna is giving an answer that don't keep it, okay? Don't be a hypocrite. Just let it be. Don't allow your mind to talk. So you will not become a hypocrite. We say in Marathi, आपल्या गाठीचा माणूस, you know. हिंदी में ट्रांसलेशन नहीं आता है हमको. हाँ. So ऐसे लोग रहते हैं, and those are hypocrites. Because they will not speak up. They won't do anything. Spiritually, you have to learn to silence your mind. This to silence is important. That is why Maun Vrat is there. No, people do Maun Vrat for many days. They will do, but their mind is overacting, reacting. They carry one paper and pen with them. I had a very funny instance in my life when in 2004. At that time, I was sitting in one ashram, and I was sitting and doing nothing, basically sitting there. And suddenly, a family passed me like this. Okay. And the family passed me, and I could see them passing. Then they passed me once again. Then they passed me once again. 4 times they crossed me. Finally, the lady who was there, she must have been around 24, 25 years old. She comes up to me and she says, she looks up at me and says, "Are you in Mon?" So she immediately takes out a book and one pen and she says, so she asked me the question, "Who are you? Who are you?" So I, just in the same page, I said, "I am the one that I am." That doesn't answer anybody because they want answers. Everybody wants answers. So उसने वापस एक बार लिखा. So I wrote below that, "The one that you see." The one that you see. So some parents, the whole gang came. Their son, daughter. The son was around 30 plus, I think, and mother and father. They are very big family in nearby town next to Bangalore, and they own a massive, 5-star kind of hospital. They are all doctors, by the way. Everybody is a doctor. So they're all those people, we can see Ramana Maharshi sitting over here. So I said, "I am the one that you see. I have already written the answer." Okay. So फिर उसका next question था, "Are you Ramana?" So I said, "Whatever you wish to see. Whatever you wish to see." Finally, this conversation ended. I said, "You can meet me afterwards." Okay? Went away. And later on, they came to my store to meet me. So I was sitting over there. That day we saw Ramana sitting over there. So who are you? I said, "I don't have any name. No, this is my name." "So what is your name?" I said, "I call myself, God knows what is my name." So Krishna knows is my name. "Oh, so, but then you must be having some name, no?" I said, "Okay, here is my card." So I had official card, so I gave it to them. So it was a very funny instance where how the mind talks. Because what do you wish to see? And it is exactly how your mind pictures that object, by the way. So what do you wish to see is a very funny way of looking at it. Who creates images? Who creates images? Your mind creates images. Remember this. Your mind creates images. What do you wish to see, you can see. So there is a very beautiful aphorism in the Vedas where it says, whether it's a snake or a rope. So if you wish to see it as a snake, you will find it as a snake. If you wish to see it as a rope, it will be a rope. When you see the snake, what happens? You are fearful. Fearful, you are afraid. And when you see a rope, does it affect you in any which way? Nothing. It doesn't affect a person at all. So what does your mind create? So here Krishna is giving an answer. He says, it's your mind which creates images. If you start thinking about certain objects in your own world, that this ring which I am wearing in my finger is responsible for the good luck that I have, it's your mind which is creating that imagery. It is not the ring is actually not responsible. It's the mind which is responsible for this. Correct? Same way, one person, may appear as a friend, but if you ask the other person, they will say, he is my enemy. How is the same person a friend as well as an enemy? It is all dependent on what you take in the mind. So he says over here, so human beings are prone to this kind of a judgment over objects, and that is why they are hypocrites. On the other hand, that is verse 7 from the Bhagavad Gita, verse 7 from chapter 3. On the other hand, he who controlling the organs of sense and action by the power of his will and remaining unattached undertakes this yoga of selfless action through those organs, Arjuna, he excels. Now, this verse requires a certain explanation from a different perspective. What is the job of the eye? To see. When the job of the eye is to see and the ear is to hear, can I, those three monkeys? Gandhiji's monkeys, आँख बंद करते हैं, कान बंद करते हैं, मुंह बंद करने वाले. Can you do that and stop things in this world? No way. What your eye has to see will anyway see. The job of the organ eye, the eye, is to see. That is, vision is there, no? So you are able to see. The ear is anyway going to hear. But why are you reacting to the object? Reacting to any object, that means becoming judgmental in everything. If I am attached to any object, I am going to be judgmental. See, I will tell you. How does this work? Now, there is a person who died recently, that was a football player? Basketball player. What is his name?
Kobe.
हाँ, कोबी. हमारे इसमें कोबी बोलेगा तो वो होता है, हाँ, खाने का वेजिटेबल. तो कोबी मर गया. तुमको पड़ी है? आपको पड़ी है? उससे कोई मतलब है? कोबी मर गया या धोबी मर गया? Any problem in your world? You are least bothered because you don't even know who this person is. But suppose some great cricketer dies in India. Everybody is going to be concerned. My God, he died, Yesterday's day, Donald Trump was in India. What is the topmost question in Google? The number one question in Google. They have the questions. Every day some question will become the topmost. What is India? Can you imagine that? Americans are asking, what is India? Topmost question in United States for Google. Second question is, where is India? How funny can that be? But it is not funny. Think about it. We Indians think that, the whole world knows us. Alright? Our idea is that everybody knows us and everybody should know about India. But The highest number one question in Google is what is India? What is India is what? Some food item or what? Just now I said Kobe means, cabbage. In India, Kobe means cabbage. For them, what is India? India is some game, India is some this, India is some that. Nobody knows. And where is India also is a big question because they don't know where is India. Otherwise, why will anybody Google that question? So, did you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you this that most of the cases, if it doesn't concern us, we are least bothered with it. Did you get it? Because India has no concern. No, Americans are least bothered about Indians. So why will they know where is India and what is India? They have heard of Indian restaurants, maybe. If you go to all the big cities, there are some Indian restaurants. The only thing they will say is curry, Indian curry. Baki sab, naan. Isn't naan very famous? No, naan is famous and two more items are famous, I know. The rest of the things, no, nobody knows. Chinese, noodles, rice, fried rice, and all those kind of things. The rest of it, nobody knows. So it is nobody has any clue about those objects. Why is it? Because of no attachment to that. We are not concerned. I am not attached to that object. That is why I don't give a damn. But suppose you are attached to that object, then what happens? In yesterday's day before yesterday, I think Sunday. Yesterday was Monday. So there was this program where John Oliver says, for 19 minutes he ranted about India. He said how bad this country is. And he kept on saying, that Modi is like this, Modi is like that. And all the clips that were shown were from channels which are against Modi. Okay. So it was a completely biased, one-sided kind of a thing. And this particular channel is against Donald Trump also. You know that. So the whole thing was against. So it is the way of projecting it out. So how does the mind react to it? The mind will say, kitna biased aadmi? Huh? But unbiased approach anybody has? So this unbiased kind of a thing will only happen if you are detached. Detachment is the only way in which you will not be upset or angry or happy about anything. Just now I said that because I know the country, so I will be upset. But if I don't know that person, I am not even going to be upset. Correct? Why are we upset or why are we not upset? That the word is called attachment. We are upset because we are attached to the object. In our personal life also, if something happens to us personally, हमारी flight late हो गई. If my flight is late, I am going to be very upset. But there are 20 flights cancelled because of coronavirus. I am not even bothered about it. मैं थोड़ी जा रहा हूँ वहाँ पे. You got the point? I am not going by those 20 other flights. Why should I bother about it? My flight should be there in time. देहरादून से यहाँ तक फ्लाइट अपनी आनी चाहिए बराबर, है ना? बाकी सब गए भाड़ में. Correct? So Monday, Tuesday, I have to send children to school, early morning, you better be there. So we are so much bothered, so much concerned about it. This is because of attachment to the object. So Krishna's way of saying things is, be detached. Then nothing in this world will affect you. Why should anything affect you? Just because you hear some derogatory words, you get upset. somebody says आज ढंग से कपड़े नहीं पहन के आई, देखो स्नान भी नहीं किया होगा, oh my god, and you just hear those words, समझती क्या है अपने आप को, you understand this, immediately your mind starts reacting to it. I will show her. खुद का हुलिया तो देखा है. You understand? This is the mind talk that happens, isn't it? Why? Because you overheard something, your mind started reacting to it. We start this reaction in our world so fast. Nobody should say anything bad about us. If they praise us, they are my friends, that is why they praise me. The friends, true friends are not going to praise you, or they will say whatever comes to their mind, correct? But we expect the friend means somebody who tells us everything nice. आपने जो दिया है ना बहुत अच्छा था. You got the point? If I say something nice, then you will feel nice about it. And if somebody says something wrong or bad against you, means finished. This is attachment to the object. My body, myself, my being, I, me, myself. That means what I do is the best. Nobody should complain. Nobody should say anything bad about me. Correct? Then about my family. How can you talk like this about my children? My children are the best, they are well behaved. Have you seen that other person's children? They're the worst. They don't even know how to behave in public. कहीं पे भी जाके कुछ भी करते रहते. Okay, your children are very good, theirs are very bad. Again, you're disturbed in your mind because it is constantly reacting. The most important word over here is detach from everything. Why are you upset? Why are you angry? There's a very deep philosophy of karma in this. Please understand this. If I am attached to the object, any object, I will have to meet that object again. समझ में आया? If I am attached to the object, I have to meet that object again. Imagine that person who is saying something bad about you. You hate that person from the bottom of the heart because that person is criticizing you or saying something bad. And you think, I hate that person, I don't want to meet this person again. What does the law of karma say? जितना दिया उतना वापस करना पड़ता है. If I give something, I have to get that much value back, correct? 100 रुपये का दिया तो 100 रुपये का मिलना चाहिए, correct है? So if I give something to you, you have to give it back to me, isn't it? So if I give a lakh of rupees to you, you have to return that lakh of rupees back to me. नहीं करूँ उसको दे दूँ चलेगा? किसी और को? You have to give exactly to that person. So if I have to return a karma back to that person, don't you think I have to meet that person once again in some life? And that time you are going to do the khuspus. And that person will be listening to it. Did you get that point? We think that this kind of stupidity doesn't happen. Who said that? All our scriptures, all our, all the mythological books or whatever books that you want to are filled with this example. Bhishma Pitama and the two women whom he didn't marry, isn't it? अंबिका अंबालिका है ना, उनकी भी स्टोरी है. किसकी स्टोरी नहीं ले सकते हम लोग? सबकी तो स्टोरी में रिटर्न, मतलब ROI चाहिए ही चाहिए. हर चीज में there has to be a return. So if I don't want to listen to that, why are you getting involved in that action? Why do you hear it? Even if you hear it, why are you reacting to it? Don't bother about it. Be detached. How to be detached? How to be detached is a very important thing. We have, do you know how detachment happens? No. Every individual has a nature. हर इंडिविजुअल का नेचर है अपना. जैसे हर कुत्ते का नेचर होता है, हाँ, कोई भौंकता है कोई नहीं भौंकता है. You know that, no? There are creatures in this world who have certain nature. A snake. What is his nature? To hiss and bite. That is his nature, correct? A parrot. Constantly talking. Isn't that the nature of the parrot? Like that. There, a cock. What does he do? Early in the morning, अभी पता नहीं 2 बजे भी 3 बजे भी 4 बजे भी चलते रहता है उसका. Here you won't find, but still. It's the nature of that object to react exactly in the same way because that is the nature. वो उसका गुण है, वो ऐसे nature है. So if you know the nature of a person, if you know this person is always irritable or irritating, if you know the nature, if you have a parent who is always irritable person, 24/7, कोई कारण नहीं लगता है, no कारण, nothing is required. You feel, there are some people, no reaction at all. उसको ऐसे धक्का मारना पड़ता है 50 बार, चल 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 चल. Then once their गाड़ी will start little bit, those are the lazy kind. You see the nature of every individual. Some people, वो हर चीज में है ना, उसको बोलते हैं हम लोग उंगली करना. In everything they want to be, करते ही रहते. अगर ऐसा आदमी है, ऐसी औरत है, if you know their nature, why are you getting upset about it? When you know the nature of a person, why are you reacting? Your answer could be, वो मेरा nature है. That's a comedy, isn't it? But you are not supposed to. You're supposed to be detached. If you understand the nature of a person, you will know that person, वो वैसा ही है. You know this? He is like that only, we say, no? I am like that only. बोलते कि नहीं ऐसे? So the person is like that only. Why are you reacting to it? You don't have to. Detachment is exactly like this. You don't even have to bother your head about these kind of things because you know the world is going to be like that. Some people will praise you, some people will deride you, some people will say something very highly about you, some people will, put you down so much. But that is the way how the world is. If वो भौंक रहा है इसीलिए तुम भौंक रहे हो तो दोनों कुत्ते हो गए. Correct? If that person is barking and you are also barking at that person, why are you bothered? So these are the ways in which detachment is possible. You don't have to get attached to that object at all. What is happening to your own life, your children, your husband, your wife, your mother, father, if I am attached to them, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to get involved in their karma. If I have an irritating person in my life, and if I keep on reacting to every time when that person is irritable, don't you think I will meet that person again and again and again and again, lifetimes after lifetimes and millions of lifetimes? And why would you want to meet that same irritable person again and again? Think about it. There are people in our life we don't want to meet, correct? But we hate them so much that, sorry, you have to meet them again. Because your hatred is causing the karmic action. The loops are getting created. Continuously the loops are getting created. You hate that person, okay? That person has to hate you back. पिंग पोंग का गेम चल रहा है वो. Okay, and that is where the whole problem lies. So he says a person who controls his organ of sense and action by the power of his will. Can you control what you hear? No. Can you control what you see? No. You know, your neighbor, हर 2 दिन में ना उसका मस्त 4-5 तो दिन में 4-5 पोस्टिंग होते ही रहते हैं. आज मैंने ये खाना बनाया, आज मेरे पास ये हो रहा था, आज मैं यहाँ गई, आज मैं वहां गई. And every time when it comes in your feed, you know how irritating it seems to you, or your some relative or some friend of yours. You know, there are those couples who keep on kuchikuing all the time. You know, I am here, I am there. मैं पुर गई थी, मैं यहाँ गई थी, मैं उसके साथ. And वो पिक्चर पे पिक्चर पोस्ट कर रहे हैं. You know, we get so upset about it because this. And why are you, by the way, on Instagram and Facebook? You want to know. खुजली किसको है? So, see, what is the easiest way out? You know, you can mute that feed, can you not? वो फीड को म्यूट करेंगे या फिर अनफॉलो करो. अनफॉलो, यू आर स्टिल अ फ्रेंड बट यू अनफॉलो. It is not going to come in your feed, isn't it? Out of sight, out of mind. Correct है ना? है ना? तो, and there are those irritable people who keep on sending us SMSs and WhatsApp and this and that. There are so many people. And if you have a good phone, you know, in your phone you can mute that. And bar that person also from sending those SMSs and all. So that person will not even send. Correct? So then it is not going to affect you. So now do you see, in today's day and age also you can unfollow, you can mute, you can do so many things even in the social media. So it doesn't irritate you. And if you want to irritate that person, post 10 times in a day. So controlling the organs of senses and action. Action also you can control. What are the actions that are there? Extreme cases. Say in my world I have handled some really extreme cases where there are people who have suicidal tendencies. Every second day they are thinking of committing a suicide. क्यों? चलते रहता है, उनके लाइफ का वो नियम ही है वैसा. And they try so many stunts. What do you do with this kind of people? In today's day and age, I would say, you know, we have that suicide helpline. No? Give them that number. Jao tum udhar. Well, we are not doctors. We are not somebody who can cure that kind of a problem in their life. It is their inherent nature. Is the nature of the person after it. So it's the inherent nature of the person to get into that mode constantly. प्रारब्ध नहीं, नेचर है, उनकी टेंडेंसी है, प्रकृति ने दिया हुआ एक वरदान है उनको. समझ में आया? प्रकृति. Now this is something which we need to know. How does Prakriti give you life? Nature is the one which is giving you this body, isn't it? Body has been given by nature. वो जो हम लोग रेंटल एजेंसी से लेके आते हैं वैसे. बोला अभी कौन सा है तो नेक्स्ट लेके जाओ. You know, this body is available. You can take this and go. वैसे उसके पास वो पूरा लिस्ट है. And when you go to Prakriti definitely gives you a body. The body is given at a specific time, an age, a country, a place. That means the parents, कहाँ से आओगे? जुमरी तलैया से आओगे. लो, वहां पे तुम्हारा बर्थ होने वाला है. So your birth is destined, body is destined, male, female or whatever. हाँ, क्योंकि आजकल whatever जरा ज्यादा चलता है. LGBTQ बोलते हैं उसको. So सो सो वो है, या फिर मनी, कितना पैसा होगा तुम्हारे पास, नेचर कैसा होगा. यू सी, इफ यू हैव टू सफर फॉर द प्रारब्ध कर्म, so you may get a body. पोलियो स्टार्टिंग से ही चालू है. हाँ, देर आर दीज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स विच हैपन एंड इफ यू रियली वंडर कि ये क्या किया, मैंने क्या किया, कि यू नो what wrong have I done. The person is going to ask this, but sir, that is wrong not in this life, wrong in some other life. You are born with that defect or that deformity. हार्ट में होल होता है, कुछ कुछ बहुत सारी डिजीजेस होते हैं, बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं. किसी को पैर नहीं रहते, किसी को हाथ नहीं रहता, किसी को आंख नहीं रहता. It is prarabdha karma, and the body is very very selectively given for dissipating that karma. You will meet these people in your life because you have to fulfill that karma. You wonder, no, why did I meet this person? It is because you have karmic repayment with that person. That is why you have to meet. वो एक मैंने स्टोरी बोली थी, वो एक लड़का था. This person, you know, he asked me a question straight away. He said, you know what, Guruji, if you knew that the 13th girl I was supposed to marry, why did I have to meet the 12 other girls? So I said, sir, प्रारब्ध कर्म में 12 के साथ तुम्हारा ऐसा रिश्ता था. शायद तुमने रिजेक्ट किया होगा या उन्होंने रिजेक्ट किया होगा. पिछले जन्म में या उससे उससे पिछले पता नहीं कौन से तो भी जन्म में तुमने भी किया होगा, उन्होंने भी किया होगा. तो वो ये टाइम का पूरा प्रोग्राम बना के आए थे. And 13th one was supposed to be the D-Day, you know, oh, this is the one, ऐसा करना ही था. And that is the reason why it happened. So you cannot override prarabdha karma. Karma cannot be overridden. Body specifically given to you for that reason. Place given to you. Your nature is given to you for that reason. Some people are irritable. Some people are angry. Some people are always silent. Some people, everybody has their nature. किसी को पहले से, you know, from childhood only they have some habits. Even when they die, they don't leave that habit. You may wonder, you know, इतना AA में जाके इधर जाके उधर जाके फिर भी छूटता नहीं है उसका. But वो उसकी habit है. It has come because of the nature. That person has been given that nature and it cannot get out of that system. So he says, controlling the organs of sense and action by the power of his will. You have to make efforts, by the way. Efforts are a must. I was doing another book wherein Krishna says, he says, you have to do the efforts. By chance, गलती से, exception to the rule किया तुमने, इतना भी exception to the rule किया, whatever plus that you have gathered becomes minus and you go back to where you started. Okay, so there is a verse in the Uddhav Gita which I am doing where Krishna says very clearly, he says, why do you want to do this? मतलब इतना पॉजिटिव तुमने कमाया है, उसको सडनली वन फाइन डे नेगेटिव में क्यों बदलना चाहते हो? ओके, वेयर द पर्सन सेज है ना, एक पैग एक ही. अरे लेकिन इतना तुमने कोशिश किया है. You have gone through AA's, Alcoholics Anonymous, and you have literally said, no, I will never do it. Drugs. You know, those who are drug addicts, they go through that rehabilitation program and all that. And one fine day, something happens in their life and then they say, just one little only, thoda sa. Okay. So Krishna says, don't do that. Use your willpower. Use that will that I have given you to not to say no to that. नहीं करोगे, upset नहीं होगे. So he says, you have to control your organs of action and sense by the power of your will. Remain unattached. Don't get attached to anything. undertake the yoga of selfless action through those organs. This is the word which is important, which is selfless action. What is selfless action? An action where you are not expecting anything out of it. When we do certain action, we are expecting something back or no? They say, if I am good, I expect somebody to praise me. तुम्हारा खाना बहुत अच्छा था, हाँ? Lo, the moment you get this reaction, all that effort which you have put in, what effort? The willpower that you put in, it's all gone to naught. Why? The why is very important. It converts into karma. Did you get it? If I expect something from someone, even a response or a reaction, जैसे हस्बैंड जा रहे हैं, बाय करने के लिए बाहर आते हैं, बाय, सी यू इन द इवनिंग. और एक दिन हम लोग किचन में काम कर रहे होते हैं, बाहर आने को टाइम नहीं रहता है, तो भाई साहब शाम को आएंगे, बोलेंगे आज तो आई नहीं बोलने के लिए, बाय. Oh, it's a big thing, I'm not joking. I mean, this is the stupidest thing on earth. Believe me, everybody goes through this. और गर्लफ्रेंड और बॉयफ्रेंड जब एक दूसरे को बाय बोलते हैं तो 50,000 तो भी है ना, बाय 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 चलता रहता है. मतलब स्टार्टिंग में यार, बाद में तो जान है यार तुम. और फोन छोड़ती ही नहीं है, like that. So you have to give some reason, अरे I'm getting a call. समझ में आया? तो ये होता है. So why do we have to go through this? Why is it that expectancy is there? Expectancy है, इसीलिए we are falling into the karmic debt. So don't expect anything. Suppose, Tuesday, मैं नहीं आता हूं यहां पर सत्संग के लिए, and you come and sit over here. गुरुजी is not coming. मैंने टाइम निकाल के मैं आया था, मेरा आज कितना काम था. Or, if you start doing that and if you start thinking like this, whatever it is there is gone, because it is called expectation, and you have created a loop in the system, and that is called karmic loop, and you cannot get out of it. Cannot get out of a karmic loop. So he says, do everything in a detached manner, without expectation. Undertake the yoga of selfless action. When you do certain actions, please do not consider that you are doing some favor. हम लोगों को लगता है कि मैं बहुत बड़ा फेवर, बहुत बड़ा तीर मार रहा हूं या तीर मार रही हूं. It's not like that. If you are expected to do, if you do that, whatever that you have to do, you just do it. But don't react to it. Don't keep on talking. Don't keep on saying. Don't keep on expecting. Do it and get out. Go to the next. Right? When you go to the next, nothing is going to happen. No karma will get attached to you. Selfless actions do not incur any karma. Selfless actions do not incur any karma. They have to be done in a detached spirit. बड़े बड़े words, big words. See, all actions, do them naturally. Naturally मतलब जैसे आप कर सकते हैं वैसे करो. Do them the way they are supposed to be done. Putting all the efforts, because he said, using your willpower and all that kind of thing. Put all the efforts that you are supposed to do. Put the efforts, do that action, but do not get involved in any reaction kind of a thing. Reaction नहीं आना चाहिए किसी से. करते जाना, करते जाना, करते जाना, करते जाना. As a mother, do you expect your son to repay you back anything? नहीं ना. You are doing with Most important word over there is love. Everything that you do, you have to do it with love, not with hatred, not with anger, not with any other emotion involved. प्यार से करने का, आगे बढ़ने का. This question will come up quite often. Huh? We will do this again and again. How to do things with love. Only when he does that with his organs, all this selfless action, then he doesn't incur any karma, then he excels. Therefore, that is the next verse 8 from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3. Therefore, do you perform your allotted duty, for action is superior to inaction. Desisting from action, you cannot even maintain your body. Desisting from action, you cannot even maintain your body. Can you sit in one place and not do anything? You have to do. उठ के खाना पड़ेगा, पीना पड़ेगा. All this you have to do, no? Even though, the smallest of the creature has to do or no. So the action is important. So you have to continue to do action. Allotted duty. What is your allotted duty? People have this question quite often, what is my duty? So the answer is, we say, I owe it. Have you heard this? You owe it to me. I owe it to that person. So I have to do. Owing it to the person means what?
Transaction.
When a person, say, suppose you are working abroad, you owe it to your family to send money. You owe it to your parents. Now you are a young person, you are earning money, you want to send it to your parents. वहाँ घर चलाना है, and this and that. So you think it's an obligation, isn't it? Like that, the obligations are there in our world. By the way, an obligation is not a duty. Duty is a very strange word. Again, we think duty means what is written in the scriptures and what is there in the material world. I owe it to this person. Then that would mean that you cannot give, you cannot take any adopted child. You cannot give your child for adoption. Can you understand these things? You owe it, no? बच्चे को देखना तुम्हारा कर्तव्य है, तो तुम कैसे एडॉप्शन के लिए दे सकते हो? How can you give that child for adoption? You owe it to that child, isn't it? You have created the child. The father was there at that time. Now he is not there with me. So the father owes it to the child. Law also says that, isn't it? Law में कितने सारे, there are so many issues in the law where they say that see, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. So you think it's your duty. Duty comes by means, like I told you just now only, just few minutes ago, I said to you, you have been given a specific body, a specific place, a specific time, a specific location. Why do you think it has been given? Some reason. You have to fulfill that particular reason. So the duty that is connected to you for the body that you have been given. So think, what is the reason for getting this body? Why was I born in this place? What is the need for me to meet this person? Then you will understand why you are there in that place. And that duty you perform seamlessly, मतलब करते रहना, कर दो, without expectation. Because you have to do with that person. उसका कर्मा उसके साथ finish करना है. So if I do it naturally, do you think I will incur any karma? No. Because if I owe it to that person, I just have to do it. But जब भी हम लोग पैसे लेते हैं, when we take money from somebody, we are under the debt of that person and we say no, I will pay you in time. वो लिख के देते हैं हम लोग, है नो, इंटरेस्ट देगा, पैसा देगा, we write and give. But many a times what happens to the person, they are not able to pay. कभी इंटरेस्ट, कभी प्रिंसिपल, कभी कुछ, all we are not able to pay that person. Why? Circumstances have come in that particular person's life, so they cannot pay. So the person who has given the money feels that, oh, this person is, doing like this. So that person can keep on saying a lot of stuff. They can use power, they can do a lot of stuff and, arm twist that person to give that money, so on and so forth. Why are you not getting that money? You are not supposed to receive it. Can you imagine it could be repayment of a karma? Maybe in some life of yours, that person had given you the money and you have never been able to repay. So in this life, isn't it reversed out? But you feel it is your, तुम्हारा मेरा पैसा है, मेरे को चाहिए, I have to get it. And that involves further karma. There's a new karma that happens. That is called Kriyaman or Agami. So if you do something besides the duty that you are supposed to do, you are incurring newer karma, adding to it. समझ में आया? Why do you want to indulge in this? So here he says, perform your allotted duty. If your duty, the allotted duty is giving, duty is giving, not collecting. So give. If your duty is collecting, collect. If you can repay, repay. Naturally. So if you do this, then the action can get nullified. But without performance of action, मैं नहीं देगा, जा, क्या करेगा तू? You heard these things? You know that, समझता क्या है? I'm not going to give. Who do you think you are? Like that. ये आ जाता है life में. No, don't indulge in that. What is happened has happened. You are supposed to get, you will anyway get. What you are supposed to get, you will anyway get. Isn't that the law of destiny? Destiny says you are anyway supposed to get. But action करना, मतलब समझो अगर आपको आपके ऑफिस ने सैलरी नहीं दी है, समझो, you are supposed to receive the salary. Whose duty is it to go and ask? It's your duty. You can go and ask. The person may say, मैं नहीं देगा, जा. तो वहां पकड़ के उसको मारने का नहीं. Maybe it's just have to let it be. We don't know. Many a times we should understand what is our duty and just let that be. Because that is all the action that you are supposed to do. Got it? So, desisting from action, you cannot even maintain your body. I explained this first only. Action is must. You have to keep on doing these actions continuously. You cannot keep, silent. There is a way in which you have to be silent, and that cannot be explained in this chapter. We will take up in the chapter of devotion. Whereas karma is concerned, karma yoga is concerned, activity is primary importance. So if you are a follower of karma yoga, you have to do activity. If you are a follower of bhakti marg, it's a different story altogether. I don't want to discuss it over here. So now you understand confusion of Arjuna, why he says more confusion. So just now, let us stick to karma yoga. Whatever is the action that you are supposed to do, please do it. Do not desist from doing that action. मैं नहीं करेगा ऐसा मत बोलना, आपको करना है कर लो. लेकिन जैसे है ना, फेसबुक में म्यूट कर दो, अनफॉलो कर दो, कर सकते हो. So we will stop over here. We have done till verse 8. And next time we will do verse 9 onwards.